And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C., and it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They'll begin the drive with Collins. A big hit. Knocked out sideways, right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 3rd and 4. Now Winston. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. The give right to Collins. There goes Alex Collins. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Alex Collins on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is right through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Give them 17 and a Cincinnati first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Dalton. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And some room to work. And now look at him go. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Pick six, extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Around the NFL, they're in the second in Philly, and the Eagles out in front early. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Dalton, 1st and 10. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's second down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down at the 7-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So Dalton now. Buying time to his left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
A give left side to Collins. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. but a running game can really benefit.
There goes Alex Collins. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Alex Collins, 94 yards. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Snap came at 1. Now here's Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
1st and 10 for Dalton. Flushed out right. And some space here. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey,
Play fake. Here's Dalton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Noah Spence in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Second down, Dalton. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And that is not a sight they want to see. Joe Mixon very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Working out of the gun. Winston. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. To throw, Winston. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. And the 13-year man puts it through. A Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the second half at FedEx Field now. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground and he usually goes up and gets it.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
No, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. And I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. So they are going for it. Now Dalton. He's got his man here. It's Green. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On the run, Darquan. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the 1st before he's brought down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. slot man moves right.
No. Me.
Here's Darkwan. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. This is caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run with Darkwan. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On the give, this is Collins running left. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defense...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second and 10. Dalton once more. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. To throw on 3rd down, Dalton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. First down, Winston. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. Trying to punch it in with Collins. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, there it is. After number 5, we were wondering if we would see it, and he has broken the NFL record with his 6th touchdown in this game.
Let's face it, we can go ahead and lose our objectivity here, can't we? And just applaud what we've seen. That's one of the great records in the NFL. Are you talking about this 6 touchdown runs in a game against an NFL defense? I want to run down. Let's go down there and carry him off the field ourselves. We should do that.
Get his autograph after the game. I know that much.
Don't forget, I know you. Selfie. We'll do a selfie.
Oh, yeah, we'll do a selfie. We'll do a group selfie.
There you go.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tyvon Branch. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Check three. Ready? Blue waiting. Trip.
They're looking to throw this. Winston eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Howard. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To the air again with Winston. Now they go screen. It's complete. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
Ready? 59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bengals will get the football back. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Throw left side complete. It's Boyd. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Dalton here from the gun. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? It's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. And the Titans really stretching things out now as they've scored again. A win would be their first of the young season. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door, and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw again, Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Now Mixon. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.